Yep.
Awesome. Hello everybody, my name is the Budget Digi Destin, and I'm here today with a fantastic guest, somebody who is a champion. Jeffrey, could you give yourself an introduction?
Yeah, hi everyone, my name is Jeffrey. Jeffrey Ramirez, also by Medbay.
Awesome. And you recently won a regional, is that correct?
Yeah, I won the core TCG regional on Saturday, going 9-0 with MetalGarurumon X.
Pretty impressive stuff. Okay, so I guess, yeah, just go straight into the deck profile, show us how it's done.
Alright.
What you did.
My deck list is kind of standard across my team, Collector Legion. We all play a very similar list, but this weekend I decided to change around 2 cards just to more fit my style, according to some changes that I felt were needed with the deck. To start off, we have the 4 eggs, which is for Sunamon from BT9. It gives you 1000 DP when you have a Garurumon. The strength behind this deck is behind the Garurumons, the level 5 swinging for multi-checks, 4 or 5 checks at once. And you need all the DP you can in order to stay alive when checking those security cards. We have for Gabumon x-antibody. This card is great because it allows you to draw a card on Evo and then do a search for 3 cards if you're revolving on board. Those 3 searches can grab you next antibody option or a Garurumon to your hand. So it's great for searching for the level 5s or level 4s when you don't have them. Then we also have Gabumon from BT9. On play, reveal the top 3, search for 1 Garurumon and 1 Omnimon. So you can grab a Garurumon and an Omnimon to your hand with this card. So you can possibly add 2 cards to your hand to reach a hand size of 8, which allows you to trigger your security attack +1 on your Garurumon cards and plus 1k DP on your Gabumon that is coming right up, which is Gabumon BT8. You get 1k when you have 8 or more cards in hand, so 8 is a magic number with this deck. And I cut one of these guys to play Madoki Betamon to counter all those pesky memory boosts that you see running around in the meta right now. And it was great. I won. I don't think I want another one. For the champions, we play 4 promo Garurumons. When attacking, draw a card. It's great. Lets you increase your hand size. Lets you search for a piece if you don't have it while attacking. Sometimes you don't have the level 5, so you can just attack with the upcoming card, which is the X-antibody card, which is probably one of the better cards in the deck. It allows you to preserve your body when you attack into a big one in security by detaching 2 sources with the same name. So you attack with the level 5 and you crash with something, you can just attach 2 Gabumons that you evolved on top of each other or 2 Garurumons. And if you don't have the 5, you want to search for the 5, you could evolve X-antibody on top of Garurumon, swing in security, you draw a card, and maybe you draw the Garurumon in 6. Then we have 2 of the BT9 Garurumons that lets you evolve for effectively 1 memory. When you evolve onto the top of a Gabumon, you gain 1 memory. And it gives you 1 DP as an inheritable, so it's great with a DP boost. A lot of the times I like to leave a Gabumon on board and I have like a cool boy. If I don't have the X-antibody Guru, I go on top the Gabumon with this guy for 1. And then go on top of this guy with X-antibody to gain the memory. And then draw a card with the cool boy, and then ideally I'll have like hammer sparks to go into my level 5 during the same turn. Then I play 3 of the promo word Garurumons when attacking. You can restand if you have a Garurumon under its source. It can only restand if you have these 2 Garurumons because Garurumon X-antibody is technically not a Garurumon. And inheritable when you have 1, when you have 8 cards in your hand, you restand. Sorry, you deal an extra check, so you're checking for 2. You play 3 of the X-antibody War Garurumons. He evolves for 0 on top of War Garurumon and restands. And it triggers an inheritable to attack for 2 checks. And it bounces back a level 4 lower to the hand when digivolving. And then I play my 1 attack card, the Sagittarius mode, that allows me to bounce back up to 2 level 3 Digimon to its owner's hands. And it's also another form to preserve your stack if you don't have the Garurumon Saber, I guess you could say, the armor under it. This is another form of armor. You can evolve on top of the promo Garurumon and then evolve on top of this with a Garurumon X-antibody to preserve your stack. So that's all I play for my level 5 is a total of 8. I play one MetalGarurumon x-antibody, not x-antibody, WarGarurumon from EX1. So this card is great when you're playing against Ophanimon. You attack and you bottom deck. You reach, yeah, I think it's bottom deck. Yeah, you bottom deck your Ophanimon because it bottom decks any on deletion cards. One on deletion card, the opponent's deck when attacking. If you have enough cards in hand, it costs 0. A lot of times it costs 1 or 2. And then when attacking, you could evolve into MetalGarurumon X at the end of your if your attack goes through and you survive, you evolve into MetalGarurumon X and you restand and you attack again. And then ideally, you have Omnimon for another check. And then I have 3 Cool Boys. This card is great. It allows you to cheat out memory. A lot of the time, your opponents try to choke you at 1 or 2, but you have a Cool Boy on board and a Hammer Spark in hand, and you just cheat out the memory. You go to 3, etc. You play 3 of the antibodies because it allows you to proc your WarGarurumon X antibodies and your WarGarurumon X antibody and your MetalGarurumon X antibody with actually having the perfect stack. So it enables plays without having the cards that you need to enable those plays as long as you have this card. Then I play 3 memory boosts. I wish I could play 4, but I don't have enough space. It just allows you to find your pieces for an ideal stack. Then you play 4 Hammer Sparks because it's my favorite card in the deck. It just allows you to extend your plays, surprise your opponent, and it's also a security bomb, so it surprises your opponent in security. And if you also have plenty of them in hand, you could create some really unfair plays for your opponent, whereas you normally would not because you wouldn't have the memory. Then you play 1 Ice Wall because it's broken. It just saves you so many games. Analog Youth because it's good against security control. It's good when you don't have an ideal stack and you promote to a level 5 and you're checking security just to see what you can get. And your 5s dies, you trigger the analog, you hatch an egg, you build another stack, and ideally that second stack that you build up is a god stack. And the card that I would say won me the tournament is Cocytus Breath because Cocytus Breath bounced back Alphamon so many times during the tournament. And this is credit to my teammate Kyle Kemper, who I guess solidified Cocytus as a one-of in the deck. And that's it for the list. I don't know, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, it seems a little different than what I've seen in the past. Why did you decide to just like run Analog Youth? Was it just because of the effect that for level 5, or was there like a specific type that you were trying to counter with it?
So the Analog Youth, it was a recommendation from Kyle, my teammate. I wasn't running Analog Youth at the beginning, but he was like, "Oh, Analog Youth is good." He's also a big proponent of Analog Youth. He likes running all of his big stack decks. And the reason you run this card is because you are building 5s, and security cards are really prevalent in this meta. So you want to run it so you can rebuild a new stack and you gain the memory, and it could trigger it in your opponent's turn. And a cool thing about it, that what I like about Analog Youth is that it allows you to search for any other card that is not an x-antibody specifically, whereas the Cool Boys can only search you for your x-antibodies. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have nine targets for the Cool Boy, whereas Analog could search for like any other Digimon card you want,
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I've definitely I'm not a MetalGarurumon X player, but I'm a WarGarurumon X, and I've played Cool Boy and I've whiffed completely, and I've seen it happen with the MetalGarurumon X. So no, that's definitely that's a pretty sweet tech. What would you say your hardest matchup is?
It was definitely Gaiomon.
Okay, gotcha. Why was that?
And the Greymon, the level 4, essentially this guy for their deck, the one that prevents bouncing, is just so oppressive. And they also have the black card that allows them to attack Digimon. And Gaimon being a big blocker is just very, very oppressive. So you kind of have to just rush him down.
Gotcha. I mean, you can basically win with just your going up to the WarGarurumon X. So
yeah,
I mean that's definitely the benefit of having this deck is it's really fast and it's still an OTK deck. So that's awesome.
A lot of the times you win your games because your opponents stumble building their ideal stack or finding their cards, and you just find your 5s and you win because it's really fast for you to find your power spike with this deck.
Yeah, for sure. Why did you decide to play MetalGarurumon X? Was it just like, is it your favorite Digimon, or did you just think it was a good meta pick, or like, why did you decide to pick it up?
I thought it was a good meta pick before the meta. Well, as soon as the meta was starting to pre this week, I was just testing really hard. I was testing a lot, trying to find out what my deck was going to be. Since Yellow Hybrid got nerfed, I didn't have anything really to play anymore. So I was testing out Green, and Green felt cool. It felt really good for one day, but then as the days progressed, it was breaking too much and it was too slow. And then I tried out Alphamon. I didn't really try out Alphamon, to be honest. I actually tried out this deck right after Green, and like this deck just like it clicked with me. Like it's just killing people fast. I like went like 8-0 against my teammate Kyle when he was playing Green, and I was playing Gabumon, and I think I might have tested against Alphamon, and I did really good against Alphamon as well. And essentially, this deck just felt the best. It felt fast, it felt consistent, it felt strong, and this is why I stuck with the deck.
Nice, really nice. Last question: how do you think this deck will fare in the future metas? Like, you know, BT10, BT11, all that stuff coming up, where there's a lot of really impressive and really interesting decks.
You know what? I feel like this deck is going to be really strong for a long time if they don't touch it, because it's just, you know, it does the thing when you're doing Digimon, you just take away all the security, and that's how you win, you know?
True. No, I definitely agree. And actually, last question: what is the most amount of checks that you could get with this deck in one turn? Like, if you, let's say, the perfect stack, perfect hand.
All right, so the perfect stack's going to be what? It's going to be Suno, Gabu, and then, I mean, I guess you have Guru X, and you have Guru. Alright, and so you have the antibody. So you check one, you restand, and ideally you have 8 cards in hand at this point. You attach the antibody option, you attack again, and then when attacking, you evolve into Guru X for 0. You restand, and that's 2 checks. You could attack again, and that's another 2 checks, so that's 5. And if you have enough cards in hand, or boost, or sparks already, you could evolve into MetalGarurumon for, I don't know, like 1 or 2. And then you evolve into x-antibody for 1. You stand. So that's another 2 checks you can get in. And then you go into Omni. So you could potentially check for 7 checks, I would say.
Dang. And like, even just the Garurumon X, like it's I was playing against it this past weekend, and it was just I couldn't believe, because I only played against it once at that time, so I couldn't believe how much you could do with just your level 5. So that's really awesome. Dang. Well, Jeffrey, thank you so much for coming on and giving us your deck profile. Congratulations on your win. You definitely have put in the work, and you definitely deserve it. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. Everybody, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.